Okay, boys and girls. So, yesterday we were talking about how Jesus gave us the gift of the sacraments. Today we are going to go into more detail about each of the seven sacraments. So, I'm starting out on page 190. And I'm going to read, first, I'm going to read, and then we're going to talk about each sacrament separately. The church celebrates seven sacraments. We receive the sacraments at different times in our lives. But Jesus shares God's life with us in each of the sacraments. Each sacrament helps us to grow closer to God. So we're going to start out by looking at the pictures. Each one shows a sacrament that is being celebrated. Okay, so start out the green. I'm doing it again, I'm pointing and you can't see it. The green over here is baptism, and you can see that this is a baby being baptized. This is a sacrament that is celebrated very early on in your life. And for someone that decides that maybe wasn't born Catholic, but decides they want to be Catholic later on in life, they would get baptized then. So it doesn't always have to be a baby, but baptism is the first sacrament that you receive. Then in the blue, we have Eucharist. And you can see that's a little boy. He's about your age, since next year you will receive this sacrament. Eucharist is also known as your First Holy Communion. Over here in the pink, we have confirmation. And you'll see that this person is a little bit older than you guys are. And confirmation we receive in 8th grade at our school. And actually, your 8th grade buddies last week would have been receiving this sacrament. And they will when this is all over. All right. Then if we look at the next page, just slide down. Over here in the red again is penance and reconciliation. This boy, he looks about your age, right? This sacrament happens in 2nd grade at our school, and it's before you make your first communion. So the way we do it is penance and reconciliation is usually at the end of January, and communion is in May. Over here in the blue is anointing of the sick. Purple is matrimony. It's a wedding. And in this tealish color is holy orders. So now let's look again at each one, and I'm going to go into a little more detail. Okay. Kind of what each sacrament means. We're going to start with baptism. In baptism, we receive God's life and love and become members of the church. So that's why I said it's the first one. You become a member of the church in this sacrament. In confirmation, God's life and love within us is made even stronger. In the Eucharist, we receive Jesus Christ himself. When you are able to go up with your mommies and daddies and actually receive Holy Communion, you will be receiving Jesus. So penance and reconciliation, that's this one over here. When this happens, that's when we tell God that we are sorry and God forgives us. The priest that we talk to during this has the power to say, "You are forgiven." anointing of the sick is for people who are very sick. In holy orders over here, that this is when a man is made a priest or a deacon. So a priest like Father Sullivan or Father Tom, or a deacon like Deacon Larry. And in matrimony is when a man and a woman become husband and wife. Okay, and then in this box that says as Catholics, it says we use the gifts of God's creation during the celebration of the sacraments. For example, water and oils are used to bless us. Light from candles reminds us that Jesus is with us. Bread made from wheat and wine made from grapes are used too. With your family, thank God for all that He has given us. And one thing that I am going to give you is a little bonus today, and I am going to do it too, and I will share it with you tomorrow. I would like each of you to try to find a picture from your baptism. Okay, ask your mommies and daddies. People who are home, you might have time for a picture of your baptism, and I'm going to share one from mine. All right, there we go.